Perfect.
All right, Mike. So, Joanna started with me, started with us. Let's just, we would say, why did you join the KillinEveryDay Gym?
Well, I got tired of the way I looked in my clothes and I needed a change. And I told my husband, I said, I'm going to go work out. Because I was looking at your post
Right.
on Facebook, seeing everybody working out. I said, I'm going to do this. And so he told me, he says, go for it. So I got dressed and I went the next day. I didn't know what I was doing, but I showed up on leg day at that.
Right. That's what it was.
Yep. And I like it because it gets me going and I feel good afterwards. But, you know, you get there, you just jump in there and follow everybody and do what you can. You know, you can't be like everybody. You do what you do, like you said, pick up what you can, don't go overboard. And I like it, you know, and that keeps me motivated every morning, coming at 5 in the morning.
Great point. Would you say this has helped you in your regular life?
Yeah.
Because you have a full-time job as well, right?
Mhm.
Y'all both do, right? Correct?
Correct.
So, Mike, what made you come?
Oh, man, just in general, in health, you know, family issues with diabetes and you know, health issues. I mean, health issues and seeing my brother being a diabetic and carrying a bag, and I didn't want to carry a bag on my side, and carrying all those monitors, and seeing my brother go through all those health issues, and I said, I'm not gonna be a statistic,
There you go.
and sitting on this couch, and not doing nothing, and I just wanted to better my health, like my wife said. We want to better ourselves, and join this gym, and to look better for ourselves, and lose this weight, and come daily.
What would you say you've learned coming to the gym?
Oh, eating healthier. Eating healthier is one thing, and taking it step by step. I mean, I've going through arthritis in my knees, and still pushing myself not to stop. You know, with this arthritis in my knees, I didn't push myself. I mean, I pushed myself daily. I didn't stop from coming from the gym. I kept on going and fighting that arthritis wouldn't stop me from coming, and that nothing was gonna stop me. That I was still gonna keep on coming and going to the gym, and losing this weight, because I had goals in my mind that I was gonna set to lose a certain amount of pounds.
Nice. Joanna, you say you've learned some stuff, you think? What would you say you've learned come to the gym?
I've never been a workout person, and when I go to the gym, it's not as, how you say it, strong, you know, because yeah, you can go, you can do 5, 6, and stop and go to another one. Here, is that you have that tense, that's what I'm trying to get at. You know, to doing it, you know, you have to do 20, you have to do 10 at every station. And I've always said I'm never gonna be get up a person that gets up at 4 in the morning and go work out at 5. And starting from with you in the afternoons, 3 days, where I was going because I was working, and now going to 5 days a week now at 5 in the morning. And I like it because that's a routine I have now. I'd rather come in the morning because I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, it gets you like, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like getting dressed, you know, I know what I have to do. And then when the doctor tells you, you have to exercise and eat better, which I was doing a week before I started going to the doctor. I went a week after to the doctor, they told me, and that's what I came and told you. And you said, you had to go to a doctor to hear that, right? And I looked at you crazy. And I looked at you crazy, like, okay, doctor. But, you know, when they said, Joanna, you need to work out, you need to eat better. And I was like, I'm already doing that. And so that made me change my life and said, I have to do it. Because here, more and more people that come here, they're like family here. And you miss them when they're not here. So it's not just friends here, it's family that you meet here. It's good to see new faces in the morning and in the afternoon. And I'm glad that my husband and our 24-year-old is also coming to work out every day. which helps him to build muscles and everything, get him into it also, which is good because you tell him what he can and can't do, which is good for us. Because they listen to other people than parents.
Yeah. Mike, what would you say you've learned though? Being consistent, right?
I'm being consistent. I mean, I've throughout the years, I've joined other gyms and just going to a gym, not knowing what to work out. You know, just getting on a treadmill or just lifting weights, but not knowing what to do. And just going in there, let's say 20 minutes on a workout and not knowing what to do and just basically thinking, giving up and paying for a membership and saying, no, I don't feel like going. But coming here, working out, having a plan, and setting my goals and now losing 50 pounds.
Nice.
Now losing 50 pounds and very happy of losing 50 pounds and it's keeping on going. It's keep on going, and I'm not gonna stop. Not gonna stop, and I'm feeling great of losing a pound and each and every pound that I've lost, and people are complimenting me every day that they see it in me, and I see it in myself that I'm losing all this weight, and try to get other people to join, but you know. I feel very confident.
But you also didn't think you were losing it to yourself. And like George says, is it here in the head or are you thinking it, you know? And it's like, no, I'm not losing it. But really, you are because people are noticing you when you're losing it. Look at me. I went from extra large to large, and now this right here is a medium. George said, it's not going to fit you. It's probably too big. I said, I'm going to try it on.
I did tell you that.
Yeah. I said, I'm going to try it on. And I sure did. Before we started working out.
She did want to have it.
And I put it on, and I said, look. And he goes, well, I'll be darned. He goes, it did fit you. I said, what size is this? He said, it's a medium. And I was like, my mouth dropped. I didn't know what to say. I said, because, you know, I've always been an extra large person. And I was like, I never liked wearing tight stuff. And now I come in and I just fit, when my clothes is baggy, I have to tuck it in or tie it because that's showing me. And then I also hear people tell me at Walmart where I work, Joanna, you look good, keep it up, don't stop. You know, and that makes me feel good because we're here to motivate people that they can do it no matter if you're small, you're medium, you're large, we're here to motivate you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do it, you know, just put your mind to it.
Step by step.
I
Y'all
came
can do
in.
it.
If
Yeah.
we can do it, they can do it.
I
You know,
had knee
step by
trouble
step.
too, and George could tell you, I hated jump rope, I hated push-ups, and I told him I can't do it because of my knee. He goes, you can't do it, you don't wanna do it, or it's all in your mind. I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. I said, if I can't, I'm not gonna do it. But now, I get it and I'm going, but what's my secret, George?
Yeah. What is it?
What is
Tell
it?
it.
I have to close my eyes and jump. And he says, why do you close your eyes? I said, I don't know. I have to close my eyes and I have to jump. I said, that's the only way I'll do it. And push-ups, I'm getting strong. I'll go between 10 to 15 because I made him show me how to do the correct way. Me and some other women here. And I said, you show me. And he did. He showed me because if you don't ask him, you're not going to learn. You know, and we're all going up in weight here. We have another lady that says uses a 5-pound dumbbells. Now I see her, she's on 10s. You know, she was hard-headed like me. And George tells us, you're hard-headed. I said, yeah, I know. And I tell him I hate them every day.
But we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Keep
We're here to
working.
motivate,
Just
and
keep
this
on
is a
showing up.
person that will help you because he came from far, he's come a long way himself. I've known him.
From the
And
garage.
And we stuck with him since the garage.
From the garage on up.
Yeah, and he said, I'm gonna open a gym. I said, we'll be there.
I remember that.
And so you know what, when he got here, we were here. And you know what, come and try us.
Give it
You
a
know?
shot. Yeah, that's right.
Give it a
Come and
shot.
try.
Give it a
Don't
shot.
say you can't come in, see what we do.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna judge you on nothing.
Nothing.
No, because you know what, I thought I was gonna be judged when I started, and everybody just takes you in. And you just jump in and do what you gotta do.
Let me see. We'll shoot something else. Hold on. I just wanted to run over. Job.